Welcome to APsprayarts. Let's get creative.
Hey, it's Lauren Oliver, APsprayarts to you guys. Back with another old painting from last year. As the title goes, this is when I first started working with foam board. And this was a foam board piece from the dollar store. I had to cut it in half because it was too big. So one side, which you can't see right now, is kind of rough cut. So I haven't been able to sell this one. But is what it is. I thought I'd talk about trade shows, craft shows, those kinds of fun things that you do to try and sell your paintings outside of regular life. So when I first started spray paint art, I did a couple planets, and my wife loved them so much. She had never really watched it online or anything, so she thought, you know what, I should do trade shows. So she booked me trade shows right away, and I honestly wasn't selling a darn thing. In fact, this coming weekend, I have a trade show, which I did that beginning time, and I haven't gone back there since. It's a huge one, thousands of people go to it. I didn't sell a darn thing on that first day. But that's okay, I've gotten better. I've practiced, I've worked at what I can do, and maybe this time I will sell stuff. Plus, hopefully, the weather's going to be better because it was freezing cold the last time I was there. So trade shows, craft shows, in case you don't know, are very simple. You pay for your spot. They can range from anywhere from like $10 a spot to hundreds of dollars. And then you go there, you set up your table, and away you go. So here are a couple pointers that I learned working at trade shows in case you do spray paint art and you want to go do them, or if you do anything else and you want to do them. For starters, you got to think of your display. Think of how you are when you're walking around at a trade show yourself or a craft show, what you stop at, and what gets your attention. For one thing, height gets your attention. For the longest time, I was just putting paintings down on the table. Maybe I had little small easels, but that wasn't really getting much attention because then people had to actually stop, look. They want to be able to see from far away what you have, and then that will draw them in. And of course, you want to use your most popular kind of paintings, which is why I'm talking about this while doing wolves, because wolf paintings draw people in. As well as things like Nightmare Before Christmas. I noticed that I had a trade show today, the day that I'm doing this talk, and I had people coming to see the Northern Lights one. So sometimes different things draw people in for different reasons, but you can stick to your main ones like Wolves, Nightmare Before Christmas, pretty much any kind of superhero kind of stuff. In my area, wildlife draws people in. So you just gotta figure out what's gonna work in your area. Another thing you're gonna do, are you just gonna be displaying paintings or are you gonna be painting at the show? I paint at my shows and I use almost mainly water-based spray paint because it doesn't have much of a smell, but you have to be able to get permission to do that, and some places just are not going to want to. They think spray paint is spray paint and you're going to make a mess and people are going to complain. So if that's not a battle you want to fight, then you're going to have to go a different way. There's nothing wrong with painting at home and then taking your paintings to a show and putting them on display and trying to sell them. For me, though, I get really bored at trade shows and I just need something to do, and this is what it does, and it also helps draw people in. Another thing you gotta do is figure out your prices, and that is a tricky thing. Prices are going to be different everywhere. For me, I kind of put my paintings a little bit lower because I know in this area it's a lot of farmers, workers. They don't have tons of money, but they're going to want paintings. And if I put it low enough, maybe they're going to buy two paintings or something. And maybe it's going to be a little bit more that they're going to spend, or they're going to take my name, then maybe they'll get in touch with me later. I've had that happen a few times. So you got to work out what's going to work in your area. Sometimes you work in an area where you can charge $100 for a painting. I don't. Plus, my paintings don't really take that long, so I don't really feel like charging you tons of money for my time. If I'm going to do a mural, sure, that's going to take hours, maybe even days. So I'm going to charge you more for that. That's where I'll make my money when I get into murals more. I've already done one, hopefully I'm going to get some more. Another tip is to have signage. You got to have clear signs that people can see. I have not had that. I've had a list of what the prices are, but that doesn't really help people when they're looking at a painting over on this side of the table and your list is over on that side. So for my latest trade show, I made signs, bright colors that people can see from far away. They not only have prices of what I have, but they also have ask me for a free sticker. Feel free to ask me any questions. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And I also have one explaining what kind of paint I'm using, because usually I get people complaining that, oh, this is going to stink. I don't want to be here. Let's move along fast. And another tip is to make sure you do have something that's free. I give out stickers if somebody asks for them. I give out stickers if a kid is really interested in what I'm doing. Sometimes I give out stickers just because. You don't have to, of course, but giving away something draws people in. I'm also going to design a game where people are going to tell me where they saw spray paint art, and I'm going to mark it down on this board because I hear it all the time. Oh, I saw this in Vegas, Mexico. Today I got Edmonton. The other day I got Chicago. So I want to have it written down and see if we can make the map. And then, of course, you're going to have to figure out what you're painting on and all that kind of stuff. Poster board is great, easy to carry, nice and light. I started using foam board last year. This year I'm going to go back to canvases and use lots of canvases because they just seem more sturdier, they're easier to stand up, and I like painting on them more. So if you're a painter and you're going to go in a trade show, I hope this helped you out. Hope you guys like this painting. Keep checking me out on all my socials. Like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you soon.